Hello, Power Rangers, whatevers. My name is General Turkey. Just kidding. Welcome back. So, this is what if Eyeball was in Power Rangers. I call it Eyeball because I sounds like yeah. So sorry about that. So this is what my character looks like. He might be weak, but he's the most powerfulest person or monster in the world or universe, galaxy. And he is the brother to to the one that was in the intro. Yeah. And his girlfriend that sometimes, or actually, all the monsters, when I say like all of the monsters, every monster respect him and they trust him. So, but one day he was just relaxing. And she decides, all right, I'll make her or make him do it. So yeah. As he knew that the Power Rangers are destroying his favorite monsters, and but she also knows that her or his brother doesn't want him to, or all the monsters doesn't want him to end up getting destroyed. By the Power Rangers. So he ends up, or and plus, she kind of lied to him. Sorry if you're hearing a lot of like sniffles from my nose. Yeah. So that's not edited. So yeah. So she ends up lied to him about her not loving him. I'm talking about this green girl. And every other monster thinks that you're weak. And that then is just like totally lost it. As, yeah, someone calling him weak and his Urhan doesn't love him. Yeah, only way that to prove that he's the strongest one. And she also says that you're a piece of crud to him. What I heard from, as he's like, as he just goes down to the earth, cause some chaos. And the Power Rangers shows up. And they start battling. And now it was finally time for... But before the time came, or actually, let's say all the monsters were sleeping. And, yeah. So when the Power Rangers did their thing of attacking him, he tells himself really quietly that this attack, I'm the strongest one. And, yeah, you know that how Luffy whacked away hits the cannonball away from his ship thing? Yeah. Or he literally smacked the beam attack away. Swat it. Yeah. And yeah, it was way before. Try it again. As they tried their separate ones. And that overpowered him. And yeah. As let's energize him. As as she pulls the trigger on him. As it turns him into a monster size version of himself. Yeah. Basically, as he dodged the right, dodged the left. And only person that woke up or in the monster ship, him. Because he has a bad feeling about it. As when he came out and saw his brother fighting against the Power Rangers, as he says, who told him to go down there? As all the goons pointed to her. Yeah. She got yelled at by him. Like, why did you do it? Why did you tell my brother that? Or to go down there? Simply he, or not actually told him. I kinda lied to him, about him being weak and his girlfriend doesn't love him and he was a piece of crud. All that. As he was mad. He wanted to straight up kill her, but he chose not to. As before the blade attack, and the he told his goons to bring his brother back up. And yeah, but it was too late. When he saw, or when all the, including the goons, the ones that like were respected him as like, yeah, as the explosion like happens does, but they don't know that he's immortal. He can never die. I'm talking about my character. Here. As he was leaning on a wall. But not in his monster form. No, no, no. He was in his... He gained a new, like, human ability. Like, yeah, this is what he looks like. So, yeah. So basically, he looked at himself. No. And, yeah. But at the monster ship, he, like, put the girl behind bars thing in the dungeon. And so then when she woke up, she was expecting her boyfriend to be like come to her room. But when she saw it was his brother instead. And when he told her that he died, that broke her. She could not believe that. Okay, who's the one that, who was the one that did it? I'll make them all pay for it. It was the Power Rangers. But before, it was the he got forced to battle against the Power Rangers by Love Monster. No, by her. As she's mad at the Power Rangers for killing her boyfriend. And yeah. But they didn't. He survived. And as a human, how was a from me? Yeah. So, yeah. So he walks around as a human, and when he saw her, and because he knows that her she's a Pink Ranger one. So he is trying not to get attacked again as he builds up trust between Power Rangers and him. Yeah. As he was kind of not a jerk, but he was the. He trained with Red Ranger, Blue Ranger, hangs out with the everybody else. As he doesn't understand how humans drink the coffee cup. So yeah, the basically so then the when at the monster ship when she was just crying in her bed, all the monsters on the ship, including the goons, they were crying because their favorite person was dead. Yeah. So, yeah, and they all blame her for his death. Yeah. So then, yeah. So the him says, as he's trying not to be so rageful against the Power Rangers, he told the Blades guy to go down there and make a example out of them of why you do not mess with. I understand, sure. As he goes down there, and he gets teleported to. Then he caused some ruckus the Power Rangers does their thing, but the young man and could sense that, or actually, when he arrived, when he looked over and sees a aura their of his favorite, or all the monsters' favorites person's aura. As he says, why do you have that aura of the one that got defeated by these Power Rangers? As the or actually the Power Rangers weren't showed up at there. They were more completely different. As he looked at, or he looked around, as yeah, as he as he was, he wanted to, like, have no one see his true form. So when he transformed, only person that saw him was, yeah, he knew that he knew that when he saw what this young man is, back in my old skin, I feel great. As he says this, I know you're there, samurai. As he, yeah. So he ended up. Good to have you back, sir. We all thought you were dead. Huh. Yeah, I thought so too. But luck would have it that I'm basically, when they destroyed my body, he came back to life because my spirit. Okay? And before you caused the chaos, how's my big brother do, or how's my brother doing? Well, he's kinda sad that you died, but he's also raged because the love monster told him that being called you weak and all that stuff. Why did you take it? Huh. As yeah, he's seen his monsters dying from left to right. Yeah. So it was, let's say tomorrow was prom, and yeah. So he ends up going to the prom. And she basically went with him to prom. As he doesn't understand what it is. As she explains that the prom is basically like homecoming. You probably never actually heard about it, didn't you? Well, the monster, the one that was basically way before her, and yeah, so they treat him as a human because when he talked about himself, oh, and yeah, so she basically understands that he's more important than, as he never understands what prom is or the homecoming, as he looks like he could run a gambling machine. So yeah, so the basically then they send another monster to interrupt it, and yeah, then the whole like shenanigans. But he doesn't want to let me deal with him, as like he turned into slime, not like on the clothes, but he hops out of his like tuxedo thing as he turns into the monster, as they all knew that he was the one that they defeated, as he transforms big, or actually transforms into him. And of course he was like, good to see you, old friend. Looks like you who been busy. Well, he sure it taught me a lot of things. And yeah, when she saw him alive and well, she wanted him back. Yeah. So did that guy. He says, I want him back. Teleport him back. Yeah. And when they did, the the they walked over over and like they did all their things, but she ran over and hugged him. That, yeah, because, yeah, and he says, "Good to see you, brother. It has been a long time." Yeah, escaping from their sword attack is kind of irritates me at times, but hey, who complain? As he was like, he was normally trying not to. No? Yeah. As, yeah. The, as she saw two people like her making out with her boyfriend's human form. Yeah. So, yeah. Because she thought it was like, okay, that's just normal. Moving on. As then when he saw, or when she saw his face, or when he transformed into his, or back into his monster form, she knew that as he was about to get slapped. But instead, he walks over and kissed him. Or, no, kissed her. Right on the lips. As she, or her heart was restored to fully. Yeah. As he tells her that the new experience, and hey, I had a lot to think about. Out when, but those Power Rangers have the taught me a lot of things. When no matter if they try to whack me around or they, yeah. So he tells her that his love is still with her, with nobody else. As she still, her eyes were like wide. Yeah. And then when he told her, or of course his brother, her was like, but I'm still same old, same old. But remember the saying of can't teach a dog's new, or old dog's new tricks? Well, he sure taught me how the humans work, or brother. As he's he's so happy He doesn't even care if what they did to him, like taught him. As all the monsters shows up, they celebrated. And yeah. So they celebrated on returning of their friend. Yeah. And so she ends up asking him to get married. He accepts. And yeah, his outfit, he's trying to think of what outfit would he choose for the marriage thing. As yeah, he is like, how about go as yourself? It's not gonna be like very fancy one. Some of them, or actually he wore a suit, but he doesn't want to tear it, so as he asks her, how about this? As it's a suit that they, like a tuxedo one. Yeah. So she says that's perfect. But it's a little bit too small on you when you're this big guy. Oh, did I forget to mention? I also could turn into a human. Debuffs myself. So, yeah. So he transforms back into his human form. And it was perfect size. As all the monsters, all the goons knows it's him. As he told them that he could switch between human mode and the monster mode at will. So she got like dress, a wedding dress, and then all that stuff. Yeah. They got married. They had a kid. Or actually, 4 kids. So, yeah. And 2 of them were like has the same abilities as their father, that can allow them to transform into humans, into like monsters, and then back to humans thing. Yeah. So yeah. Some look like that. Some the other 2 were, yeah. One was a girl, one was a boy, so it's basically 2 girls, 2 boys. Yeah. And then when as before he left, she tells him, or all of them all the Power Rangers told him that he's always welcome to come to like here and visit. And he says, "Okay, I'll take you up on that." And yeah, they never actually understand. So yeah, so he is trying to think, or actually, she was pregnant with his kids, so he doesn't want to have them get born on a ship. So that's SHIP. So he asks, or actually he calls. Who does he call? One of them, to let them know that they're in the nearby or like abandoned buildings. He shows up, and they had, or so, yeah, it was abandoned apartment buildings. As he goes in, or actually he's trying to decide. As yeah, as things, as he's trying to like think about it, as yeah, but his brother's like, I know that you would rather or, or like, I know that you're trying to figure out how to like trans, or like, I know that you're trying to like think about where to lay a land thing. Yeah. So he ends up decides to build a house or mansion, or he bought a property because he had powers of infinity. So yeah, so he had infinite monies. He could think of it. Yeah. So he ends up or so then she gives birth at the hospital, in perfect place. Yeah. So then then all that happens. As yeah, the kids were like during Christmas. So this one, during Christmas, he comes down the chimney and gives like, yeah. Then so basically, yeah. So they gave presents to them, and then yeah, I'm itching my foot real quick. So yeah, so yeah, they were all good boys and girls, and yeah. So now this is the end of the power. or what if Power Rangers. And I might make a poll of who would I choose, of like pick a character things. Then I might do it. There might be what if Ben 10 was, as in the Winx Club. So yeah. Basically, yeah. You could vote for like what if, I was in My Hero Academia. Or what if Deku was Parallel Universe? Or, yeah. So I am going to make a meme for YouTube's short stories real quick. So stay tuned.